Go to my YouTube. Go to my home. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I don't see the stream. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm trying to find the stream. Give me a second. Let me go to my channel. I'm trying to find. Okay, we right here. Let's get it. I got 11 in here. I got 11 and counting. Let's see who up in this good chat. I got some ladies that want to talk to y'all. They said they want to talk to y'all. Let's see if they want to talk. We're gonna see if they want to talk. First off, let me y'all know who my sponsor is, and I don't got my cup. Ain't that crazy? I don't got my cup. But anyway, y'all know who my sponsor is, that mini man behind me. I need that. Y'all know the real is in the building. I need that. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see who up in here. Andy Large, what's good? What's good? Let me go back up here. Let me go back up here. What's up, Storage Pirate? I wonder where you coming from, Storage Pirate. What's up, Hot 69? What's up, Secret Agent? I appreciate the $2 super chat. Dave, James in the building. Miss Eat Turner, what's good with you? D. What's up, D. Rupp? Leroy Lewis is in the building. He said, what's good, Bo Knows? Let me see. Hippie Girl is in the building. What's up, Hippie Girl? Chill it. 457P, what's good? He said, what's good, Bo? I'm looking forward to the Fantasy League. That's what's up. I can't wait either. What's up, Penn? What's good with you, Penn? He said, what's up, Bo? And everybody. Giorgio is in the building. Is that a DST member? Is that a DST member? What's up, Hustler? TV in the building. What's up, Maurice Croxton? What's good with you? Let's see who else up in here. Can you say, I wonder why she up in here. Eat, sleep, Amazon. She's saying, what's up? She's saying hello to Ricardo. What's up, Leon? Thomas, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let me see who else up in here. Marcus Bell. What's up, Marcus? Culture training in the building. I did say Andy Large is up in here. Totally Tech. No, Tim. What's up, y'all? Let me see. I got 25 up in here and counting. Let me see who else coming up in here. Because we got some ladies that we talked to. We talked to one yesterday. I said, you know what? Let's get two of them up on here. So I actually got blessed, and I got two ladies, beautiful ladies, great smiles, y'all, that I want you guys to actually, we're going to talk to. We're going to be nosy. We're going to ask them some questions. We're going to see how they be, how they get down. Y'all know how we do on over here. Let's see. I got Troop in the building. I'm going to send Troop. I'm going to send you a link in a little bit. I got to wait till my visitors come in. DVD also trying to come in. He said he want to get and chit chat to the ladies as well. Miss Octavia in the building. What's up, Miss Octavia? How you be? Let me make sure. Before I actually bring the ladies in. What's up, Jeffro Bodine? Look, he must have knew what I was saying. Two what? Two beautiful ladies. They said they waiting, Bo. While you got me waiting, they knocking on my door. Bo, I know you hear me knocking. I hear them going, Bo. You know you hear me knocking on your door. What's up, Miss? Be the difference. How you be? She said, Bo, don't forget about me. I eat, I sleep, and I got all that goodness on Amazon. What's up, sleep, Amazon? How you ladies be?
Hello. How are ya?
I am good. We got Be the Difference, which we talked to her a little bit yesterday. So we did talk to her a little bit. We got a little bit nosy yesterday. We don't want to get too much, but we're going to try to be nosy today. We're going to get with Eat, Sleep, Amazon. We're going to try to figure out where she got that name from. It's good that we come on here and we have our Amazon names. So we is going to ask Miss Amazon and Miss Difference. Y'all notice how I didn't give them their first names? We're going to ask them, y'all, what they own, what they're about. Look, Storage King, he told me to be nosy, lady. Amazon looking like, I don't know if I want y'all to be that ugly. He said, I might want to chit chat to y'all, but I don't know if I want to give y'all all my goodness. I'm gonna leave my good alone. We gonna see. I'm gonna wait till a little bit more people come in. I know I'm a little bit early, so that's why I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I actually start going. That number went up from 25 to 38. I see more people starting to pop in now. I'm gonna give everybody, because usually I'll be on at 7, but I said I'm gonna go on at 6. I got a whole bunch going on today. Can you say busy? I am busy. So I did send I sent King a link. I'm gonna send the team a link. Look, J Mac just asked me what's like going on at J Mac. I believe J Mac want to be in here as well. I believe he want to ask you ladies some questions. Usually I go on and do interviews by myself, but I do want to give a shout out to Super Dale for actually bringing the two ladies and blessing them to my platform. I actually want to say that first. We call him boss, y'all. He'll tell y'all he not. We call him boss, but I do want to give a shout out to him for actually bringing Be the Difference and Eat Sleep Amazon. Look, she said Bo called me Tiffany. Y'all see how she put the slash up on that? So, I did have her. I have them here. Mr. J Mac is in the building. So
what's up?
Like I said, I do go myself.
How you ladies doing?
Good.
But since I'm gonna go down my step ladder. Since Dale brought y'all here to my panel, J Mac brought Be the Difference here yesterday. So I do appreciate him for actually bringing her here yesterday. Then Be the Difference bought Eat Sleep Amazon here today. So my favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. And the reason why
that is a great movie.
The reason why it's my favorite movie is because he wished he was dead, but once he was actually granted his wish, he realized how many people's lives that he changed and touched.
Right.
Yeah. So me, I feel like when anybody crosses my path, y'all crossing my path for a reason.
Yeah.
And see, that's awesome, because I feel the same way. I feel like any person you meet in life, it's for a reason, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what's it's for, they here for a reason. So actually the way they came in, I actually like it because the interview ladies, they on top, so that's good. We got them on top up here with me. We got DVD King and we got Hustle TV on here. We doing a three-way interview with the ladies plus everybody in the chat. Now y'all know we're gonna ask ladies some questions. With us asking ladies some questions. If you guys have any questions in the chat, y'all know, feel free. If I miss it, DVD, catch it. DVD, if you miss it, Hustler, try to catch it.
Looking
all of us miss it, man, we got 4 more eyes. Be the Difference, Amazon, Miss Tiffany. If y'all see a question that we missed and you guys want to answer that question, feel free. So DVD, you did just pop in. Did you want to say anything before I asked either one of you ladies a question?
No, I was just trying to figure out how we were gonna do it. We're just gonna go back and forth and bounce off, how we did with Tommy.
Yeah, we'll do it that way. I mean, I'll of course I'm gonna jump on them first, but my first questions is like super easy. And my first question for both of you ladies, Be the Difference, since you on here, since you to my right first, I'm gonna have you answer once you finish. Tiffany jump in once she finished with her question. So my first question is, which is always, it's not even so much a question, it's so much of let the people in the chat that don't know you guys, who y'all are, who y'all be, how y'all get down. So let that BFT family that follow me, and they know when I do my interview process, I always ask that question. So my first question is, let them know who y'all is, who y'all be, and how y'all get down. So Miss Be the Difference again.
Hey guys, what's going on? I think it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with everybody in the panel and all of the people in the chat. I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm just basically Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. It's all about positivity, trying to change our world. Well, not change our world, but trying to make our world a little better by just thinking a little differently, speaking a little differently, and also loving a lot more. So that's pretty much what I am and who I am. And I make t-shirts and I have books.
That's what's up. Miss Tip.
Hello, I'm Tiffany. I go by Eats with Amazon on YouTube. And I have this name because I don't shop a lot on Amazon, but you should. I sell on Amazon. So that's pretty much what consumes a lot of my time. And so that's why I have my name. Yes.
King, you want? Oh, actually, I'm gonna take that back. J Matt,
Yes, sir.
you want to ask the ladies the questions before I go to DVD?
You
After Hustler, then you go after Hustler. J Matt, is there a question you want to ask either lady?
let you start off, Chief. Let you start off.
Okay. D, is there a question you want to ask either one of the ladies?
How you guys doing tonight?
Hang it in there. I'm very tired, I have to say, but thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm very happy to be here with Joy. She's an amazing person, and she's always just her positivity and energy rubs off on you. So
Okay. So I did it. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have my kids. I do apologize. I have nowhere else to go right now, so I do apologize.
oh, that's okay. Happened.
Yeah, I did a little bit background research on you, Tiffany. I did, and you, Joy, I did.
Okay.
Now I learned that you've been selling on Amazon for quite some time now. Let the people know, how did you get into it? What was one of your first products that you did start off on Amazon? And also, what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna start selling on Amazon? What made you actually get into that?
Well, so I started selling on Amazon like the end of February was my first sale. So I guess I kind of opened my account in February, and I can't really talk like with Amazon sellers. You'll realize like a lot of times they are very secretive as far as what they sell, and the reason of that is that like you don't want the competition of other people buying what you're buying and selling what you're selling.
Okay.
So within the Amazon community of people that sell on Amazon, that's, they won't really talk about what they sell. They'll kind of tell you how they do it. Like there's retail arbitrage, you go and buy in the store. There's online arbitrage, you go and buy like on websites. There's wholesale where you're getting it from manufacturer distributors. But what made me start selling on Amazon was I have a job right now that is like a work from home job, and I have a lot of health issues. And I actually met somebody on a dating app of all places.
Mhm.
And I was just talking to him, and I was like, I need to make some extra money. I have health issues and I'm very limited, as far as, what I can do. And so he sells on Amazon. And so he started talking to me about it. And long story short, I just started researching. I got on YouTube, I got in Facebook groups, I started asking questions, and trying to weed through the information. And here I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, this is what I want to know. Well,
Okay.
of course, you say you have health issues and all this. So, are you going to venture out and do other things like eBay and other places like that, or are you going to strictly stay with Amazon? And if so, how has it been working for you since February till now? Have you seen, because you said you mentioned that you wanted to make extra money. Have you seen a great increase of your flow? Has it been helping you on what you have been wanting to do?
So yeah, definitely, I see the fruits of my labor, as you say. But one thing is that it's a lot of work. It's very, very exhausting, and it's a lot of work. It's very time consuming. And, and this is pretty common among Amazon sellers. Like if you talk to them and you ask them how much time they're putting into their business, in order to really grow your business, you have to put a lot of time and effort into it. So I definitely see the fruits of my labor and I do enjoy it. Like I really honestly have found something that I really love to do. I love to find products that are profitable. I don't like the prepping and the shipping as much anymore because it kind of gets a routine, but I do, I really enjoy it. And I have software that keeps track of like profit and loss and, cost of inventory and all of that. So I make sure like I'm actually making profit. So to answer your question, yes, I do see that I'm making profit. Yeah, but with this business, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that in order to grow it, you have to keep investing, money into it. And so it's not something that you really want to start trying to earn an income from right away. You want to kind of grow it, before you get to that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wait a minute, hold on, D. So within you. So you had to have your own money to actually start it up in the beginning, right?
Wait, say that again.
I say so you have to have your own money in the beginning to actually start up. You actually start working on Amazon, right? Or you're not so much working for Amazon, but you're so much to get your business started. You have to get whatever the product that you have to get that to your home, and then get whatever else that you need to get started as far as labels and stuff like that, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah. So, so these products, just to make it clear, like they're not products that I'm designing or creating or manufacturing. These are products that are already on Amazon, so I'm buying them from like retail stores or online websites, or like a wholesale distributor. So yeah, so you do have to have capital, obviously to buy these items. And it's all about return on investment. So a lot of people ask, how much do you need to get started? And it's really about how much can you put into it, because it's a return on investment. So the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, if that makes,
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
What's some of the best things you like selling or trading?
We can't tell you that, J-Man.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, you can't really talk too much about what you're selling. But honestly, like, things that are good sellers are everyday items, because if you think about it from like just a logical standpoint, like, like items that people need on a daily basis, like groceries on Amazon is a huge category. And you think about just the convenience of like, people obviously need to eat. They want to eat. Instead of having to go to a store, they can get on a website, Amazon, where they can literally get their product in like 1 day or 2 days, and so it's honestly, that's a huge category. Somebody asked if I'm drop shipping. I want to say no, I'm 110% not drop shipping. And if you are referring to drop shipping where you're buying, like drop shipping, in the YouTube sense, a lot of YouTubers talk about drop shipping, and the bad kind of drop shipping, which you should never do, which will get you suspended on Amazon because it's against Amazon terms of service, is where you would basically place a listing on Amazon and you would say, hey, this is for sale, but you as the person don't have that in stock. You wait for someone to buy it and then you order it from that website, like walmart.com. So don't ever do that. Yeah, no, I don't do that. That's called retail dropshipping. Don't do that. That's against Amazon terms of service. And definitely you don't want to be involved in something like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad I caught that question.
And I want to make sure I'm not missing none of the questions either. So, and if you guys didn't know, again, Tiffany, like she said, she has her own Amazon setup, her own Amazon business, her own Amazon, what products she get. Again, In the beginning, if you missed it, she's letting you guys know she got product that she puts out for people to buy, but she can't tell you. So for J
Yeah.
Mac and the other people that caught it at the end, can't tell you what she sells, because if she tells you, then it's actually letting other people know, oh, okay, she sells shirts. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go in there and buy me some same shirts that she's getting. Or
Right.
she might have, well, I'm giving large eggs away. I'm selling large eggs. Oh, well, let me go get them. So she can't really give you the product that she has, but she can give you a little bit of what she does. My
Right. Right.
my thing is this: do you have a go-to product without giving me the name? Do you have a go-to product? Do you have a product that actually that's bringing you more, or getting more attention than some of your other products?
Well, yeah, you definitely have more, you have, your star sellers per se, like items that you see that you sell a lot more of. And so those become like replenishable items where you can continue to buy them over and over again. So those, when you find those like, that is a great way to like build your business.
Another question. Okay, since you and me, the difference is y'all getting to interact and y'all know each other as well. I also know that be the difference. She sells shirts and books, right? So, dang, I'm trying to figure out. Can I ask you that question? Is it a way, or is it a way you can get with her and say, hey, I know you got your books. Is there any way I can get books from you to put them on there? Or can I get some shirts from you to put onto my Amazon to sell them? Or do you go that route, like to personal people, or do you go different places to get your products?
Yeah, that's a great question. And Joy, yes, Joy, for everybody that doesn't know, she has shirts, she has socks, which are like, get your socks because they're not going to be made once they're all sold out. That style. She has the books, and her stuff is amazing. Like, I'm just so thankful I found her as a friend and just as somebody to watch, because she's very inspiring and motivational. So to answer your question, so in this kind of scenario, Joy is like the manufacturer of her products. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so I would not be going to Joy and getting products from the manufacturer. Most of the products that I get are like from retail stores or online retailers.
Okay.
So,
That was the reason why I asked that question for you guys that didn't know. The reason why I asked that question was because if she did, my next question would have been, would do Joy get a percentage of her selling it? That's the reason why I was
right,
asking. That's the reason why
right,
I asked. So
right. That's a great question. That's definitely a great question.
I see Juggernaut has a question for you. What's up, Juggernaut? Welcome to the show, bro. What do you incorporate as a marketing or a presentation using Amazon that brings people to purchase from you and not others?
Mm.
More or less, what do you promote that makes you stand out other than other people?
Is that for me or for
Yeah,
Joy?
Me.
that's for you.
it's for who?
Right.
That's for Miss Eat Sleep Amazon.
Yeah,
All right. Now, what's the question again? I'm sorry.
Okay.
how do you
What do you incorporate as marketing or presentation using Amazon that brings people to purchase from you and not others?
Well, and that's a great question. So, a lot of people, I guess, you hear of Amazon, you hear of Amazon Prime, all of that. And the Prime feature is awesome because it used to be a 2 day. I think now it's like you can get some items in 1 day. Um, and that's just, people want convenience when they're shopping. So Amazon as a platform is already huge enough that they have a mass market out there.
Mhm.
So I don't really do like advertising like Facebook or Google ads or anything like that. You can do that. I don't do that. A lot of people that do the business models that I do, like buy at retail stores or buy at online stores, they don't do Facebook or Google ads. There's another business model called private label, which would be kind of more like what Joy is doing, but she's actually the manufacturer. So it's where you're the manufacturer or you're buying something and putting your brand on it. That's private label. But Amazon does have the ability to run what's called PPC, which is paid per click. So I do that on my products. Um, So that helps boost them. Like when somebody's searching for something in the rank, it'll help boost my product. But you know, as far as other forms of advertising, I don't do that. And that's one thing that's great about Amazon is that because it's such a large platform, you really don't have to do that. Because people are already searching for these products on Amazon. So when you're buying them to resell them, you already know that there's a market there.
Okay. And then y'all, so she won't feel so lonely. Miss
No, you good. I was here.
I think we kind of leaving her alone because we did get a lot of questions from her yesterday. But my question is for both ladies. I know the answer to one of you guys, because you guys answered it yesterday. But do you guys have websites for people to go to?
Joy, you go first.
Absolutely. You can go.
And can you put the website in the chat? So
if I'm blue, I can.
So actually, before you put the website in the chat, both ladies, as well as other YouTubers, I'm gonna say it again, both ladies, as well as other YouTubers, meaning you have your own YouTube channel. If you have your own YouTube channel, can y'all please put a 1 in the chat for me, please? I'm asking for that 1. Why? Because that way, when people say, "Whoa, what's her channel? How do I get to it?" You can put your name, that 1 in the chat. They will go follow you in the chat. They go subscribe to your channel. So also Be the Difference, I was asking as well, because I'm going to make you a mod so you can put your website in the chat. Okay. And
look at there's a lot of people here that both of us know, like
yeah, that's why I got lost in that question, because I was seeing everybody coming.
Yeah, you got The Bargain Effect, you got My Great Finds, you got Donatella, you have Eat Sleep Amazon, not Eat Sleep, you got Shamrock Pixie, you got Storage Pirate Ricardo, all of these different people. Thank you guys for supporting us. That's
right.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
I appreciate you guys coming over. But again, within coming over, showing that love, not just to the ladies, then I try to show it back by letting other people know that you guys are YouTubers, and don't be afraid to subscribe so they can see what you guys are doing, what you guys, and how you guys get down on your own channels. So
absolutely. I just put the link in the chat for the website that I have. So it's basically the name of the company with the LLC.com. All of the t-shirts, I make them myself. The books, I've written them, so you can get them either by me or Amazon. So it's all in there. Everything is meant to encourage and inspire the person that's wearing and those that see the messages.
So,
book. What kind of book?
It's all
what kind of book you got? You got 2 books.
Two books. Yeah, 2 books she
They're
has.
all inspirational quotes. Yes.
Nice.
And they're original as well.
So if I may ask, what made you actually come up with the concept of writing a book? What is the story behind the book? And and basically, how can I say this? What actually, who inspired you to write the book?
Okay, so basically, I was getting my hair done, and I go to my cousin. Like, I'm all about supporting, right? So I want to keep the money flowing in the family. So I go to her, and there was a woman in there. We were watching Queen Sugar. If any of you guys know what Queen Sugar is all about, check it out. It's on Netflix. But anyway, so she basically said that she wants to see more African-American women showing that we can write. And there are tons of African-American women that do write books and all that other stuff. And so when she said that, I felt like she was challenging me. And I take challenges very seriously. And I was like, well, I'm not a novel person. Like, I don't write novels and stuff like that. But I was like, I do have a collection of quotes that I've posted on Instagram every single day for about a year. And I was able to turn all of those quotes into 3 different books or 3 different parts. And so I said, that can be my contribution, like a quick contribution into inspiring the younger girls that may be looking to be, maybe they're writers and they just don't have the role model or someone that they can say, well, oh, I'm like, I can really see myself writing because this is what this person does. And it's a process that anybody can do. So if anybody wants to write something, write it, have somebody edit it, and then put it into a book. It's so simple. Like we always try to make things more complicated than what it is. And it literally took me about a month, because after she said it, it took me 2 months before I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then once I went and did it, I was like, oh my goodness, I wrote a book. Like, I couldn't believe it. And then, like, you know, it was really rewarding because it was something that I had never expected to have ever done. I never ever saw myself publishing anything like a book. I could do t-shirts easy, but to publish something, that was like a big deal for me for a little while.
So do you plan on, because right now you said they're inspirational quotes.
Mm-hmm.
You plan on going bigger? You know, I've seen a lot of people that have written books in the past, going back to, you know, Stanley Tookie Williams wrote a children's book, which he won a Nobel Peace Prize for. Do you see yourself going down that road, writing something like that, and actually trying to get on like a bestsellers list or something like that?
I mean, it's up to the people to make me a bestseller. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you said again, it's up to
the people to make me a bestseller. You know, like I can put the content out there, but it's up to people to recognize that it has some type of value and that it actually helps them in their lives. And I guarantee you, every event that I go to, and you guys will come along with me once I hit my 1,000 subscribers, every event I go to, when people flip open a page, it absolutely is relevant to whatever they're going through in their life at that moment. And that's how people end up buying a book. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, wow, this quote really struck a nerve. And so, you know, and I just think it's amazing that the things that came from my head and my heart and just inspiration from others can actually have an effect on somebody in a positive way.
Is your books expensive?
No, not at all. On Amazon, the first.
Wait a minute. You said that where at?
It's on Amazon.
I don't think they heard you. You said where you said your books at?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, okay, Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, and I have physical copies. But the first book, which is about 206 pages, is only $13.99. And the second book, it's not bad at all, because you get, like, what I need people to realize is that it's not just quotes that I got picked up offline. These are actually quotes that came from in here. So, like, nobody in the world has ever thought about it in the way that I have and actually put it out there and copywrote it and did all of the necessary things to protect it. So that book is $13.99, and the second book, which is only about 80 pages, is $10. And I think I'm very reasonable with my price points. I don't make a lot of money off of the Amazon sales. That's why I keep stock of them and sell them I sell them like when I go to events, because then I kind of make back what I spent to get the books.
Right.
And also, it's 85 in here. I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask your question, J Mac. It's 85 in here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's 87 in them. Don't forget to hit that like button. That let people know that I am interviewing Miss Be the Difference and Eat Sleep Amazon. So if y'all hitting that like button, let people know that I am live. I am on YouTube right now, and I'm talking to two ladies that want to spill their beans. And we got J Mac and DVD that's also trying to stir it. So J Mac, go ahead and stir it.
There's a question by one of our DST members, Legacy Inc. What's up, brother? He wants to ask Eat and Sleep Amazon, how do you get your product into the 1-2 day shopping with Amazon?
Yeah, so that's a good question. That's a great question, actually. So a lot of people don't know this. I didn't know it before I found out about everybody, we're called third-party sellers. If you're not Amazon and you're not the manufacturer, you're considered a third-party seller. And actually 58% of sales on Amazon are by third-party sellers. So people like me, people like you guys on the panel, just everyday people that you may pass on the street, you may never know that they're selling on Amazon. So when you see something on Amazon and it says Prime, that means that you're buying it from Amazon. It's in the Amazon warehouse. And so that's how they're able to get it to you so quickly, because it's in the Amazon warehouse. So that's how I'm able to get my products to my customers so quickly. I actually, when somebody buys an item from me, I'm not shipping it directly. It's already at the warehouse, and then Amazon is packing that, shipping it, taking care of all of the customer service. So I can continue like buying more products and things like that. Yeah. So I'm not sure about the big screen. Maybe keep it like this.
Leave it like that. I don't want no attention. Stop it.
Be the difference clothing. GoPro has a question. Do you is your book on audio? Do you have an audio book?
Oh man, I was about to do that. Like, that's another thing. Like, I was so amped up, and I was working on it. Then I didn't work on it. But no, I don't have it. It's in an ebook. And then I found 2 copies. This is what they look like.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna do it, even though I just told not to. But I'm about to do it.
This is book number 1, and it's so banged up because people like to flip through books, right. And this is pretty much what it looks like on the inside. Oh my goodness, look at that! Stop waiting for right now.
I like it. You should read it. Read the whole thing. Come on.
Stop waiting for the right time, right day, right year. Whatever you do, just stop waiting and go. So that means, guys, if you have goals that you want to attain, or a relationship that you want to take further, or stop doing it. Do it. There's never going to be a right time. Just do it.
I like it. She said ain't got nothing to do with Nike. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
No. And then this is the other book. I just published this one in June. And this one was October of last year. And this one was June of this year.
So just in case y'all missed it, go back and rewind it so you can see it. Or, Joy, can you actually put the name of the books in, just in case we're going to look for them in Amazon?
For sure. I'm going to grab the link for the Amazon, because I have it on my page, so I'll just grab the link and put it in there.
Okay. That's even better.
Hey Tiffany, I got a question, because I see there's a couple of references to what you just talked about.
Okay.
Because I know you are like an Amazon seller.
Yes, sir.
So the question I see are the references. Like, say, for example, this past Christmas, there was a device that a lot of people were buying.
Uh-huh.
And the device somehow came out at, say, like if the device was $200.
Yeah.
The device came out for $135.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were buying this device up, but it then said your device will not be shipped to you till such and such date.
Right.
Turn around, Amazon had to refund all those people's money. Mm-hmm. So how do like bad sellers get on Amazon and try to make money, and then when they get caught, are they kicked out, or what happens to them?
Well, that's the thing. So Amazon has a lot of rules, and we call them terms of service, and they also have very strict guidelines as far as like how they want your items prepared, how they want them labeled, how they want them like, the conditions. Like if you're going to sell a book, what is the used like new, what is the used very good, all of that stuff. So the thing before anyone gets started on Amazon is they really need to do the reading, the research. Amazon has 2 YouTube channels. One is like Amazon Seller Central University, and one is Amazon FBA, like where they show you how to prepare your products that you're going to send into Amazon. So all of that is basically, you have to be very mindful of that and very strict with yourself to follow these, because like Amazon will allow minor mistakes, but too many minor mistakes, you end up getting what's called suspended, which is like a huge thing. People talk about this. People in the Amazon selling community talk about this all the time, like getting suspended. And, there are ways to avoid it, but you really want to make sure you don't just jump into Amazon blindly. So yeah, that's a great question.
And if you guys missed it, we'll put the link I'm gonna show you again, just in case you guys missed it. That's where you get the two books from. I actually like the big print as well. You know, us old people like that big print, so we ain't squinting. So I actually like the big print, how she got it in there as well. So if you guys missed it, there it is.
I'll tell you a story behind that. Like, so my aunt, because I think of everybody as often as possible. She has very low vision, and due to like diabetes and such. So I wanted her to be able to write it because I wanted her to be. I don't know why, but she's like one of my fundamental people that I really feel like has encouraged me and always told me that she loved me, and like I really believed it. So I kind of wanted her to be able to experience reading it, and I knew if it was this print that she would be able to read it. So I just did that, and then I have pictures of other people who supported Be the Difference, like this baby right here. Her mom, put her daughter in the onesie that I made. This is the My Future is Bright. But I asked her, I was like, hey, can I put a picture of your daughter in my book? And she thought it was an honor. And I thought it was an honor for her to say yes. And so, I put different people in the book, like regular people like myself. Because I think that is not just about me, it's a collective. Like I can't live my life without having people around me supporting me. And that's my way of saying thank you for
That's
what
what's
you
up.
do. Mhm.
That's what's up.
So I have a question, and I want to ask you this. I want to ask both of them this. Be different clothing. This question is for you. The same question goes for you. Um, Bo has a lot of people that come back and watch this show. He has a lot of people that come back and watch this show. A lot of people miss his show and come back and watch the show. So for a young person that will come on and that might search, you know, they might search interviews and they might come across this interview and they might be like, you know what, I've always wanted to write a book. What would you tell that one young person that might come back and that might watch this interview and say, you know what, I might, this is what I want to do. I want to write a book, and she just gave me the inspiration too. What would you tell that young person on how to get started and what are the pros and cons of doing all this?
I would say there's no right way. Just start writing and just do it. The pros are always rewarding when you actually publish your book. The cons, maybe somebody might not like what you write or publish, but it's okay because your pros will always outweigh the cons, right? So, like, just do something that your heart wants you to do, right? Because you never know who's going to be encouraged. And don't stop, just do it. And I think a lot of times people say because you're young that you can't, but I think because you are young is the reason why you should. You gotta keep our communities going. You gotta keep us inspired. You gotta have us look down at you like, wow, like that's my niece, my nephew, my kid. Like you're doing amazing things. So just do it, and the support will come along. Even if you have to do it by yourself, just do it.
Okay, now eat, sleep, Amazon. But the same kind of question goes for you. It might be somebody here because earlier you did say that you had a health problem that you needed to make extra money. It might be somebody on here in the line of work that we are all in because we are all in the same kind of work. Basically, we are all here to make extra money, and
Right.
and that's the whole point to survive. So it might be somebody that's on here that might not have the means or the financial to get in, but you might give them inspiration to go out and be like, you know what, I can go buy this little knickknack for such and such, and let
Right.
me put this on Amazon and let me see if it works. What would you tell them on the pros and cons of how what it took to get started and all that?
Right. So that's a great, great question. And I'm really glad you asked it because I sell mostly on Amazon, but there are other people that sell on other platforms like eBay or Mercari or Poshmark, places like that. And so we're all called resellers. And so that's kind of how I met Joy was, even though she's not a reseller, I met her through the reseller community. So that's a great question you asked because for somebody that say they don't have kind of like a lot of capital to start with, and they kind of just they want to start smaller, but they want to kind of get into reselling. I would definitely recommend, I mean, there are people that purchase things from like garage sales, yard sales, thrift stores, things of that nature. Do not sell those items on Amazon. Do not do it. But you can sell them on other platforms like eBay. So there are people that do that, and they do that as a living, and they do it very well. So, you know, I don't sell on those platforms, so I can't really give much information about that. I'm very honest and open with Amazon as far as Amazon is a huge time commitment. Amazon does take a certain amount of capital to get started. And Amazon is also something that you want to be very well, you want to kind of know the rules and the guidelines and things before you get started, because it's a platform that is very strict. It's very, very strict. So, yeah.
And you guys hear him say, you heard her say reseller. So that's one of the things I did hear her say. So
Yeah.
Like, don't remember, like she said, it's nothing like how we resell art. So don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go on Amazon and be a reseller. No. Make sure you understand what she's saying when she's saying reseller. So J Mac, you is live. People see your facial expressions. Watch it, buddy.
I'm looking at the other computer.
So since she was left here, okay. So be the difference.
No, I was cooking. I forgot I was cooking something. That's why I jumped up like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! Like your stove on or your oven on, or are you okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. It didn't burn. I had it on very, very low heat, and I was like, "Wait a second, it's been an hour."
What's up, Joe Apps? What's up, Tim Wizard? And J Mac, he got busted, y'all. Everybody telling him they see him. So again,
I'm sorry.
We usually since we are kind of it's a lot up in here so far. It's more than what actually, because I came on early. So what is it, 6:48? I know usually like 7 is usually when I usually go on. So, but I am gonna put the link out in the chat, and just in case somebody want to hop on to ask the ladies a question, just in case. I will put the chat out. I'm gonna put the chat out there. I will put the link out there just in case somebody want to hop on and ask the ladies a question. I'm quite sure they wouldn't mind answering the question. Long as it's a reasonable question, y'all. Right. So it got to be a reasonable question. Also, Tiffany and Be the Difference. My other question is, I know you guys get on there for. Do you guys have other jobs besides your website? Do you have other jobs besides your Amazon?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll let you go first because I just talked last time. I just answered a question.
Ooh, nah. So absolutely, guys, just know this. You want to have as many streams of income as possible. That's what all wealthy people do.
Wait a minute. I don't think I actually heard you said have what?
You want to have as many streams of income. That's what all wealthy people do. Bill Gates, Jay-Z, Beyonce, the president, Ellen, who else? Shaq. Every single last one of them, even Dwayne Wade, every single last wealthy person that you know of has multiple streams of income. I.e., they used to play basketball, now have a sneaker company, now have a clothing company, now have motivational speaking companies, camps. All of that stuff is multiple streams of income. So absolutely, I do. I have a day job. Yes.
So what you're basically trying to say is scared money don't make money.
That's right.
Now, actually, laziness don't make no money either. So what she's trying to say is you got to get out there and actually, like she said, if you got one job and you got your main job, there's nothing wrong with having side gigs. Yeah. I have a lot of side gigs. So again, that's why for me and the ones that do follow me, that's why I always say that, I don't make my money on YouTube. Do I make money on YouTube? Yes, I do. But is it my main source of income? Not even close. Not even close. I make more outside of YouTube on all of my ventures. I'm saying it again. I make more money outside of YouTube on all of my ventures, meaning, yes, my actual job, yes, meaning my selling boxes, yes, yes. So, yes. So, J Mac, I'm quite sure he's going to say yes as well. Miss Tiffany, don't think we forgot about you. So, Miss Tiffany, that same question to you. After you answer that question, we're going to get with Double Agent to see what he want to ask you, ladies.
Okay, yes, sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Mr. DVD King, can you repeat the question?
Yes, they want to know if you have actual a
Oh,
9 to 5
yes,
job.
yes, yes.
Other than selling on Amazon, do you have another source of income coming in?
Yeah, so I do. I have a job where I work from home, and that actually, that gives me a lot of flexibility and helps me be able to kind of focus more on Amazon than somebody that says, per se had like a job where they had to go to an office. But yeah, I do. I do have that other job, but I do spend a lot of time on Amazon, which is why I came up with my name, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree with Joy. I think it's very important to, um, try to have multiple streams of income and also try to, you know, um, even if you're really focused on something, like you want to make sure that, you're covering all aspects that you can,
Mm-hmm. Double E Agent, Mr. DST here. If
What's
you
going
guys don't
on?
know, he's part of the DST team. He hopped on. I think he hopped on 1 to bless my panel and 2 to ask y'all a question.
Yeah, so how's it going? I'm Legacy, so I was the guy that was asking all those questions. I'm sorry, but
Oh, that's okay.
so the question that I have for you is there fees to go ahead and get set up onto the Amazon Prime or whatever, and what are those fees?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. So when you sell on Amazon, there's two, to my knowledge, when I signed up, which was back in February, there were two options. You could have a personal account, which is quote unquote free, but it does charge you $1 per item that you sell. So if obviously, if you sell 40 items, you're spending $40 a month. Then there is the professional account, which is $40 a month. There is a disclaimer that with the professional account, you do need to have commercial liability insurance. It is a requirement. So that's also something, someone needs to be aware. What I really recommend is that if you're going to get started on Amazon, and you're just going to kind of start out slow, get the personal account that's only $1 per item you sell. And that way, if you're not selling a lot, you're not selling more than 40 items a month, you're not, there's no reason to have the professional account. And then you also don't need the liability insurance. So.
Okay, so pretty much, are you required to establish an LLC prior to going into Amazon?
So you would definitely want to consult like an accountant or a CPA in your state for these kinds of specific questions, but you do not have to have an LLC to open an Amazon seller account. No, you can open it with your own personal tax ID number, social security number as a sole proprietor. You can do that. Yeah. So a lot of people get an LLC for protection purposes. I have an LLC because from day one, I wanted to establish that this is, a business separate from myself and my personal, expenses and all of that. So, but yeah, that's a great question.
Okay, Legacy coming in here asking questions. That's good.
Can I answer a question? Somebody, I don't know who put it. Someone put in the chat that that their support system, which was a cat, passed away, and they wanted to know from the book. I have a bunch of dog-eared stuff from the book, what has helped them. So I'm just gonna read a few quotes real quick. So this one is one that came to mind. Death is never easy, but living a dead life is harder. Be grateful and start living while there's air still in your lungs. That's just a reminder that, well, actually, that's my favorite quote. I kind of threw that in there, but that was my favorite quote. It's just a reminder to like appreciate life. So while your cat is born, still appreciate life. And then also, you can wake up and remind yourself that you're a gift that keeps on giving. So be the best at all times.
I like that one.
I like that quote. That's really good.
And then here's one. Mourning is the process of healing. Do not be afraid of healing. So that's for you who ever lost a cat. That is a process we all go through. So don't be afraid of it. Go through it. And then also for those who know this person, as humans, we possess the power to calm each other down. Let's remember that power. Let's help others in their time of need. So I do feel relief about your loss, and I hope that the healing will be good. And this is another one. If someone looks sad, take a few moments to lift their spirit. Doesn't have to be big. Most times, a heartfelt smile will do the trick. There's healing in simplicity. And last but not least, this one I kind of threw in there because I kind of want everybody to think a little bit. Sometimes the loneliest people look the happiest. So don't judge everything by what you see alone. That's all. So hopefully whoever lost the cat, you got a little inspiration.
That was awesome.
Yeah, appreciate that. We weren't expecting to get that, but shoot, y'all give us that gift. I'm gonna take that gift. Y'all see the blessings that we actually intake from her book. Not only that, the thing that's good that she had something in her book that went with what somebody said in the chat.
Yeah.
More than just one. So I actually like that. And again, don't forget to put that link out there again. Be the difference. Put the link out there. If you guys are trying to get her book, she got 2 books. They both are on Amazon. Neither one is not expensive. I'm gonna say this: if you don't want to buy a book, go subscribe to her channel.
Yeah.
If you want to go buy a book, then go subscribe to her channel. Same thing with Eat Sleep Amazon. If you don't want to buy a book, go subscribe to her channel. So it's free to go subscribe, right? It's free. So with that being said, Mr. Double, Mr. Legacy, you got another question for the ladies, or was you just done?
I'm sure I could think of some more. I mean, they pretty much answered them. I was asking them throughout the chat and stuff. So I appreciate you guys for answering those questions.
Okay. You good for right now? Ain't nobody clicked in and try to hop on, so you good. But as soon as somebody hop on,
I'll jump out.
Thank you. Those were really good questions. Thank you so much.
We got
another
question for you. This person he's been asking this question for a little bit, so it's kind of personal.
Where's that?
It's this question's been asked in the chat. We actually.
I know. I'm saying who?
Phantom. I'm sorry. Phantom posed this question. And he's asked. It's a personal question. Per month, what is your cost for your products, and what do you make in profit?
So that is a great question. So it varies from month to month, but there is a software that I use called Inventory Lab, and it pulls all of my data from Amazon into the software. So I can log in and I can see every month. I can see every week, every day, really, but I look at it more of a monthly basis is how I judge, if I'm progressing, if I'm hitting my goals. And it gives you cost of goods and it gives you your net profit. So like, this is how much you've spent in inventory this month as far as what's sold. And this is your profit from it. So, I mean, it varies from month to month. I don't get into a lot of specifics for reasons that I've already kind of, acquired haters and issues like that. But I will say that my average ROI on a monthly basis is like 80 to like 120%. So,
Dang.
so
Yeah.
for every so 80% like ROI would be like if you spend $1,000 in cost of goods, then you would profit $800. So
Okay.
you know, so that's really good. That's really good. And then, you know, like 110, 120% ROI. If you spend $1,000, you're profiting 1,200. And like I said, it's all about ROI. You know, like you want to focus on, I don't focus so much on, because a lot of people talk about how much they're doing in sales, but I focus on, okay, how much of the sales is profit and how much did you have to spend to make that much money? Because that's very important to know. Yeah.
And she has a Facebook group too.
I do. I just started a Facebook group, and I'm trying to just kind of help people because, you know, I was helping people in other Facebook groups and I was getting a lot of private messages on Facebook for questions. And I was like, let me just have one place that I can kind of like put my information and help people. And yeah, so thank you, Joy.
Now, I got another question. Sorry, I'm just kind of picking your brain a little bit.
No,
Like,
fine,
I'm going on
you're
Amazon
fine.
tonight.
Yeah. All right. So now, as far as your products go, I don't want you to give out what the product is, but do you use stuff like AliExpress, Alibaba, or like Overload or anything like that?
No, so that's a great question. So like AliExpress and Alibaba, I don't use those, and that is more of for like a business model that would be called like private label. But private label in a sense is where you are buying things from like China, you're putting your own label on there. I don't do that business model. That requires a lot more capital and it's a lot more competitive. But what I do is I do like retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. So when I say I'm buying things online, I'm buying them from online retailers. So any online retailers that you can think of. And then when I do retail arbitrage, I'm buying them from retail stores. So like actually going into brick and mortar retail stores and buying these items. Yeah.
I got you. So pretty much you're purchasing them in bulk, right? And then you're reselling them at a certain price.
I wouldn't use the word bulk per se because really, I mean, especially when it's an item you're buying for the first time, you don't want to buy too many of them and go too deep, as we say.
Wait, Tip. Go back. You said when you buy something for the what?
When you buy something for like the first time, you know, like you're buying.
Make sure they heard you for the first time. So she nugget, y'all. When she's speaking, make sure y'all hear the nugget. That nugget was for the first time.
So like if it's an item you're buying for like, you know, the first time, you want to kind of do like what we call like a test buy. So you don't want to really go too deep and buy too many, generally speaking, you know. I mean, we have software that we use to kind of make decisions as far as, you know, should we buy more of this item to start with or not? But, you know, so to answer your question, like I don't call it buying in bulk. Now, when you get items that we call them replenishables, like you've established that these are really good sellers and they continue to sell, then yeah, you'll buy them, you know, you'll buy them in bulk. Yeah.
Message, y'all see all that? Y'all see them nuggets she's dropping?
Yes, learn yourself.
Learn from the nuggets. Y'all already know. They have y'all pencil and paper ready just in case y'all trying to venture out and sell on Amazon. So again, it's with anything else. We know for us, we already know for our hot product would be what? Fire sticks, Android boxes, remotes, stuff like that. But if she's on there, and we already knowing there's certain things you do not buy. You leave it alone because it sucks. But beyond it sucking, I like what Tiffany said. She said, I see something that I like, but I don't know if it's going to be a good seller for me. So I'm not going to buy a lot of it. I will buy some, see how it moves. If it moves, then another key word was what? Then I buy a lot because I know it's going to replenish. I'm going to have to keep restocking because it's going to get off my stock. Come
Yeah.
on, y'all. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all hear what she's saying. So I actually
Yeah, no,
like
and
how both ladies.
thank you for recapping. You know, I mean, that's a good recap and kind of driving home that point because, yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, you got it, Bo. You got it.
That's
Here's a good question for you, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like when you buy stuff, let's say people go to your page and they buy certain products. And then let's say Amazon says, oh, can you do a review on this product or this seller? Let's say it's just a product. Let's say you got 10 views and they say, oh, this product was good. It helped me, or this product was bad. How many of those comments are actually people that actually use the product and comment? Or are those some of those false comments that are just put in there?
That's a great question. So as far as reviews on products, a lot of times what I would recommend if you are buying something on Amazon, it'll say verified review. So that's how you know that that is someone that did buy that product. As a seller, you also get reviews. You get reviews or feedback. So it's 0 to 5 stars. And all of those would be people that have purchased from you and they're reviewing you as a seller.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great question.
And then Joette got a question. Do you get a lot of returns?
That is another great question. And that is something that just not just Amazon sellers, but anybody that resells on any platform, you know, they talk about is returns. So there's a way you can calculate your return rate. Mine is not too bad. At least it wasn't for the past 30 days. It was like 4%. So 4% of my sales, you know, my items the number of items that I sell are returned, which is pretty low. Like I'm active in a lot of Facebook groups because I like to network. I like to learn. I constantly want to be learning from others. And in one Facebook group, someone had posted like, you know, my return rate on Amazon is X. Everybody posts theirs and let's compare and let's talk about like what we sell. Like a lot of people that sell clothing or shoes, you know, they tend to report like a higher return rate. People that sell other items like grocery, like I said, groceries really big on Amazon, they tend to report like smaller returns, you know? So yeah, that's a great question. You are going to get returns. It's just a part of any kind of business where you're selling things. You just kind of learn to deal with it and you go from there. Yeah.
And if you guys missed the link I just put in there, that is the link to Tiffany's Facebook group.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's, like I said, it's all about putting that love out. It's about making sure people actually follow you, especially the ones that are actually enjoying what they hear what you ladies are saying and want to find a way to get to you guys and get more one-on-ones or find a way to actually grow themselves. So it ain't nothing but a seed, nothing but a seed.
Hey,
I got another question.
Can you ask that question or ask the people to do what they did earlier? Because I see some new faces in here.
So with the new faces that's been in here, is 95 that's in here right now. It's been up and down. Now, with it being up and down, the ladies are actually giving a lot of feedback on what they do. In what they do, I'm asking for the ladies again and all YouTubers. Can y'all please put a one in the chat for me one more time, please? So that way they will know that you guys are a YouTuber and they can go follow you. So be the difference. Can you put a one in the chat?
Sure did.
Miss Eat Sleep Amazon.
Oh my goodness, Dad's Vintage is here. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
So
And borderline quarter.
So Dad's Vintage, what's good? So all the people that are putting ones in the chat, that's letting people know that they are YouTubers. That means they have their own YouTube channel, their own YouTube page, and they do teaching or some type of whatever it is on YouTube, whether it's comedy, whether it's entertainment, whatever it is, they actually have a YouTube channel. So again, with 95 people being in here, please go subscribe to the people that have ones if you have not subscribed. Also, Tiffany, And be the difference, they have a goal. Their goal is they trying to reach 8,000 subs. So if possible, if you have not subscribed to either one of their channels, can you guys please go sub so they can try to reach their goal? We will get with the big dog to see if he can actually put it out there as well. Before the show is over, we will check back to see if your numbers have grown at least some.
Okay.
So
Thank
that
you,
we will
Bo.
see.
Thank you so much.
You welcome.
Hey, big bro. Big bro, I'm on mute. I had a situation. So just give me a minute. I had a situation.
All right, I got another question. So you're talking about the returns, right? So so is there transaction fees for that cost you money when someone does return something?
So there, when someone does return something, you're obviously, Amazon's going to take that money back from you. So that is money that you're losing. Somebody did ask a question as far as when they do return something, if they broke it, do you return that to the manufacturer or do you lose that item? So that's a really good question as well. So when somebody returns something to the Amazon warehouse that they bought from you, that was at the Amazon warehouse, basically like Amazon is going to determine if it's resellable or not. A lot of times they'll say it's not resellable and they'll send it back to you. And then you just inspect it. Sometimes you can resell it. If you can't sell it on Amazon, you can sell it on eBay. And then if it's broken or something like that, I mean, you're not returning it to where you bought it from because you've already bought it. You count that as a loss. Like you build that into your business model. But I've been on Amazon, just hit 6 months. And to be honest, the return issue, especially returns with when they're coming back damaged or whatever, I haven't seen that it's a huge issue. I haven't seen where I'm like bombarded or overwhelmed with this kind of stuff. So a lot of times when a customer does return something, it goes back to the warehouse, Amazon inspects it, and it's perfectly fine to resell again. So it just goes back into my inventory.
Okay.
Do you ever have something that's come back to you that's not the way you sent it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have had a few times, like I'll have items that were like used and it's very clear that it was used. You sent it in a box sealed and it comes back to you. There's no box and it's been opened and all of that. And it goes in the garbage can. Cause if it's something that's been like to the extent where it's like a beauty product or, toothpaste or things like that, like, you just have to dispose of that and that's a loss. You count that as a loss. But like I said, it hasn't been a big issue. And one thing, that you do is you keep track of certain items. Like if you notice that you're getting returns of the same kind of item, then you realize like, okay, what is it here? Like, what is it about this item? Why are customers returning it? And that makes you do a little bit more research because it may be something wrong with the listing. It may be something that you just don't want to sell because it's not a good product and the customers are like not happy with it.
And Taking the Bathroom, which is another DST member, he had a good question as well. So when you resell it, is it resold as refurbished or used?
So I don't sell anything refurbished, and you have to be really careful selling anything used on Amazon. There's very strict guidelines. Some categories can be sold used, some you can't sell anything but new. So a lot of things like say something, say it's like a video game and you sent it in brand new sealed and you sent it into Amazon, the customer returned it and you get it back to you and it's open. You might be able to sell that back on Amazon. You obviously wouldn't sell it as new. You'd sell it as used. Or like eBay is a great backup platform. Like a lot of people that sell on Amazon, they'll also sell on eBay because they have that as a backup to sell items that maybe were like customer returns and they can't sell them on Amazon the second time, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
being a
Yeah, these are
seller,
great questions.
great seller that you are on Amazon, what do you strive your customer rating to be when a customer rates you? If you have 100 customers, what do you expect your customer rating to be?
Yeah, so that's another great question. I mean, see, I strive for 5 stars. You know, because you want to, like, for me, customer service is a huge thing. So if a customer messages me and is like saying like, you know, they're unhappy with a product or the product arrived damaged or whatever, you know, I'm very quick to want to just make them happy. Yeah, and what Dad's Vintage is saying is very true. You know, I mean, I found that honestly, you know, like you are going to get, like, I've had a customer where it wasn't even at the Amazon warehouse. It was an item that I shipped to the customer myself. And then it was sealed. I inspected it very well. And then when the customer got it, they said it was empty. It was like a liquid item and they said it was empty. And so I asked them for photos and they wouldn't give me photos. So that was kind of like a little bit of a red flag, but I went ahead and just refunded them because at the end of the day, I strive for, like, the customers are what are allowing me to have this business. So I want happy.
Let me do a both. Let me do a both. Say it again. Say that one more time.
So the customers are what is allowing me to have this business. So I want happy customers, you know? Yeah. So I strive for 5 stars because that's the highest. So yeah. Thank you. These are really great questions, guys.
I'm actually liking the questions myself. Good job, fellas. And chat, good job. I'm making sure we ain't having no quietness within me actually doing the interview. So I actually like that there is noise, mouths moving, teeth. I see a lot of teeth. And so throughout the whole interview, I'm loving that Joy still showing that smile. Tiffany, when we first got on, she said, "Boy, give me some of that energy," and it seems like she's getting some of it.
Yes.
So
we forgot about Joy. We forgot about Joy.
No, I don't feel forgotten. I definitely don't.
One question that keeps ringing in my mind: when is your next book?
Oh my goodness! See, I don't think I'm going to.
What? You went from doing a book, now you're gonna do a movie?
I got 3 parts. I'm only gonna do 2.
Oh.
And now it's going to be like one of those things like, how could you do that to people? It's the same way I do with my socks. I only produce like 12. And when 12 are sold, even if they're like a top seller, sellout, just like that, I don't sell them anymore because 1, I've already kept my word to, I've told too many people that I will not make them again. So I would be a liar if I did. 2, I feel through clothing, this is the only way we can be individuals. And why not be individual? And 3, it's a collectible item just from me. Yes.
Okay. I see you on that. Okay.
So yeah, that's all. That's what it is.
She busted you over the head with that one, J Mac. Nope.
Check the colors, both. Check the colors.
That cool?
Check the colors in the chat.
Ooh, you got a super chat. Ooh.
Oh, I don't see it. I don't.
You don't see it?
That's what's up, Brooklyn. I appreciate you, Brooklyn. Just thanks for all you do. I appreciate Brooklyn. I appreciate the super chat. Also, guys, for Brooklyn cord cutters, even though I'm sending people over there to go check out Miss Joy, Be the Difference, Miss Tiffany, Eat Sleep, Amazon. If you guys, Brooklyn, he's trying to reach 500.
Wow, I'm definitely
trying to reach 500 subscribers. He's trying to reach 500, guys. So then he will also, I know from me going to his channel, he will also start doing giveaways on his channel. But Brooke can also do product reviews. He did one yesterday of a box. I'm not gonna name the box what it is because I want y'all to go see it for yourself. So go over there and go check out his channel, guys. He just brought out as a budget box.
Brooklyn, I've already been a fan. I've been a supporter of yours somehow, I guess, through all of the other chats. But if you want, I could maybe be a sponsor for your giveaway if you'd like. I don't know.
I like that. Be the difference. So with her saying that, I like that. One, I like how she stepped in and said, Tiffany, don't forget about your Facebook page. So
Yeah.
even though I teased her a little bit yesterday, what I do like, what I've seen within going over to Be the Difference, me going over to their platforms, I love how they all actually help each other out. If you think about it, guys, I'm gonna say this: everybody, the other YouTubers that stream, check out how they help each other out, and they all do different things. We stream and we have our little issues, but, and I don't want to say because it's ladies and men that's over there that do what they do, but they all support each other with no, should I say, jealousy or hatred. They actually they genuinely like that they are growing. When somebody number reached 1,000, they was happy. It wasn't like, oh, man, you got 1,000, 200 more. I need 100. I can't believe. No, they was happy. They channeled none of that. They was genuinely happy. So my thing, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because my thing is we probably can learn from what they do on the other side of the spectrum.
Right.
Show that love. Show that love and don't hate because somebody's growing or because somebody's getting attention, because somebody's doing what they're doing. Find out what they're doing so that way you can get some of that too.
Yep.
I'm happy that Dale was nosy enough to go over there to go find y'all channel. So now we getting some of that feedback of we getting some of that good as one of the words I would say. We getting some of that good. So and that good for me is like I said, Joy and Tiffany. I love that how you guys actually stroke and rub each other back and say, hey, don't forget this girl or don't forget such and such. Oh, make sure you tell them. So I like that. We as streamers, that's the way we should be.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you should support your friends and you should support people that are doing things that you believe in. And, you know, like Destiny's Shamrock Pixie is in the chat. She said there's so much love when you're on Joy's channel. And it's so true.
And me, one of my quotes, Joy, you can probably say is I push out love. So what? Get that sugar back. So if you push it out, what you do, you're gonna easily get it back because you pushing it. Yeah. Nothing but love. That's why I said, y'all, there's no way nobody should be on her page talking smack with teeth throughout her show, throughout she's been on two of my platforms. I've seen nothing but. So I agree with Tiffany. We came in like Tiffany, like, girl, give me some of that energy.
she's so encouraging and so positive, and like Destiny, Shamrock Pixie was saying, when you go there, it's just so much love, and you feel it. And no matter how bad, like honestly, like some days I've worked so hard and I'm so tired, but I watch her not just because she's my friend and I want to support her, but it helps me.
Wait a minute. Back it up. Can you say that again? You watch her because what?
I watch her not just because she's my friend and I want to support her, but it helps me.
Wow.
And that right there, guys, is what people don't get. To me, I love how she said that, and I can tell that she got a little bit emotional with it. But my thing is, I love it because sometimes when we down and out, sometimes when we need that push, sometimes when we need what Joy said, sometimes when we need that smile. We can get it from, I can't get it, but I'm gonna go to her channel to go give me some of that. Right. As Bono would say from Joy, that. So again, y'all, so that's one of the things that with me being nosy, me going to go follow the YouTubers, sometimes we go get that where we empty at to go get it from somebody else. Because we knowing, and I'm quite sure Tiffany can hit me or agree with me. She's knowing where I'm beat up, but I need that energy. I need that pick me up. I need that smile. Let me go over there, go to Be the Difference so I can get some of that. So
yeah. The world needs.
But what's crazy is I'm quite sure Be the Difference is not like that all the time.
Only when I'm not driving.
Wait a minute. Meaning she
only when I'm not driving.
Oh my God.
Only when I'm not driving. I'm not. No, but let me tell you, like my secret sauce was definitely basically because I started taking away the distractions that allowed me to see who I am, and also like meditating, and just realizing that I can't control life. Right? Wait
a minute. Because that's one of my sayings. That's one of my. You what? You can't do what?
I can't control life. So
okay.
I definitely, once I realized those things, and I cannot dictate or control how people are supposed to think, then like it becomes a lot easier. And I just know that if all of those little things help me, and if I can tell it to other people, then might be able to help them. And then it can just keep on spiraling, and then more people will be like, knowing who they are and being a little happier, being a little bit more confident in themselves, being a little bit more just like, I am dope. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that you are dope because you were created.
That's what it is. I'm glad you said that, because that is a blueprint that I think Dale, Real, and Bo for starting. Those exact words you just commented on.
Wow.
They started DST to get information out there to help people and to help people grow. And then when they brought the rest of the team together, we bounced off each other so much. It's ridiculous. If you can listen to a conversation in our chats, we vibe together. Bo has said this a number of times. There's only a couple of us in our group that I met face to face. Okay. But outside of this, me and Bo do something on the side that we have partnered up together. And my saying with Bo is like, what about this? My saying to Bo is, let's make this money. We vibe. You got Tech in the bathroom. He vibes off of us. Everybody vibes. So if you have a group of people that has a good support, do your thing.
That's right.
And the good thing about that is we all have one of the biggest common goals is to make money. But not only to make money, but it's also, we don't shake each other's pocket. We don't care about each other's pocket. Our biggest things of it is like you said, to me, I love seeing J Mac get the bag. I love to see him bring in a bag and saying, oh, that's money. When I hear any of the team members say they got or they did or they this is and that, then it makes me more motivated, but it also makes me to the point to where I'm saying, J Mac, what you do? And if you got somebody that's willing to share it to you and give it to you, then you can't do nothing but be a sponge. Right. You got to soak it in and then try to figure out, well, now what's my next move for me to get not so much like J Mac, but so much to be more better than J Mac. And I love it that J Mac, Dale, actually the whole team will tell you that they don't want to beat each other. They want to be their own selves, but they'll tell you, Bo can't touch me. J Mac can't touch me. And I love that, because the reason why I love it is because you want to be your own person. With being your own person, you also want to grow with, should I say, grabbing different stuff from different people that's going to make you one person. So when J Mac is giving me what he giving me, Dale's giving me what he giving me, and then with me bringing what I got, what I bring to my own self, to my own table, imagine now how much of a bigger and better person I'm going to be with grabbing J Mac's technique, Dale's technique, tech, DVD technique. So when I'm grabbing 8 different techniques and adding into Bo, come on, man, can't nobody touch me. Man, can't nobody touch me. But again, y'all, not to get off. That's why I actually said when I see Joy, it's like, my goodness, right here. So she will. I put it this way. I guarantee you there's not too many people that don't be around you or hear you that don't smile before they walk away from you.
Right.
I don't know.
So, like you said, you smiling yourself when you talking, I'm quite sure most people will be like, what the, or, I'm having a bad day. I ain't trying to see no teeth, but I'm quite sure when they get away from me, they be like, man, I can't stand her. She just keep making me smile, or she makes me change my whole mood. And that's a good thing, a real good thing. Keep that joy, keep it.
I want to say hello. We have somebody that is she's an excellent moderator, and she's
I was talking about her yesterday.
Melissa W.
Yes, I was talking about her yesterday on your show. I was telling you guys that she's a dope person.
How you doing, Melissa?
Hey, Melissa W, how you been?
She is dope.
King
She's
Web.
She's so sweet, and she's
What's
a
that?
phenomenal moderator.
Oh, not well, King Web, I'm gonna shoot you my email. I doubt if I email you. I doubt if I email. I'm gonna shoot you my email. That way you send me an email. That way I actually respond to your email. So I'm gonna be honest. I doubt if 'cause I looked at it. I don't got no pen around me right now. So I will put my email in the chat. Also, while I'm putting my email in the chat, make sure y'all say thanks to Joy and thanks to Tiffany. My thing is, I'm finna start back my interview processing. I'm finna go back to start interviewing different YouTubers. And if you guys don't have my email, email me. If I don't reach you, I reach out to you, then let me know if you do, if you don't want to be interviewed. Give me a second, J Mac or DVD, one of y'all, can y'all take over real quick?
That's good. So with all the people that's coming in the chat, like Melissa W, welcome to you. Welcome to the show. And I see some of other people that's coming in and support the ladies here.
Yeah.
Who else is in here that you guys can recognize and give a shout out to for coming in and supporting you tonight? Is like Shamrock Pixie? Is that
Pixie, Destiny,
okay.
Her husband was here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tommy the Bargain Effect. Yeah.
Donatella was here. Terry was here. My Great Fine For You. I don't know if they're still here.
Yeah.
Borderline was here. That's my little pineapple pizza friend because she hates pineapple. But I always mess with her about that. Story, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Dad's Vintage, yes. You know why I'm all amped up about Dad's Vintage? Because he's the only one that said he's gonna try to jump into my casket if I were to die.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, go get your text message.
I look at it, but I gotta handle something outside real quick. It'll take me like maybe 2 minutes.
This is one of the things we, as a group, that we talk about, and I'm glad Tiffany and Joy is here, because when you bring a group of people together, it took what, 2 people to bring us all together? It took Dale and Joy to bring us all together. Now look at this. Now we're speaking to Tiffany. I see we're saying hi to Melissa and everybody. So we all come together as a community and exchange ideas. And that term that Joy used yesterday, expand your mind.
Yeah.
What can we do?
A lot. And then you know who brought us all together? Like the hubber person is A-Dub Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was on his live, I would never have met Superdell, and then Superdell would not have jumped in, and I wouldn't be talking about Superdell like crazy, and then like, okay, let me go check them out.
Let's see who else is in here. Let's see, everybody speaking with each other. That's good. I think is there someone by the name of Destiny?
Yeah, that's Shamrock.
Yeah, Shamrock Pixie.
Shamrock Pixie. Okay, welcome, Shamrock. Thank you for coming in the show tonight.
She was actually on, if you guys want to see who Shamrock is, if you look on Sunday's episode, which was probably 178, she was talking about mental health. So you can check out her channel. And she actually was the first person to do a live interview on YouTube of me on her platform when she was on her own platform. So, you know, like Shamrock, she's really dope. And I will always remember Shamrock. Like she was always great to me. Like everybody here has always been great to me, but like just if life circumstances really made it more for me, like more realistic for Shamrock and I. So like it was an honor to have her there. And I'm so thankful that she was so open to talk about mental health. So guys, check that out. If you are a person that suffers from mental health or a family member who has to deal with somebody that has a mental health situation, check out her interview because she gives you real pointers. So.
Let's see. I see a couple other people in here, and something came to mind with you two being on here. Our sister Real, I know she might be listening. I hope she is. But Real, was it last month or the month before? She took some of the ladies that always comes to the DST group and support us. They had like their own chat where they exchanged ideas. And especially with you two here and all the wonderful ladies in the chat, it'd be nice to see all y'all get the group like get in a group in a on StreamYard and have y'all's own session where we can come in and join and see y'all do y'all's thing. That would be something nice to see too.
That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I came on YouTube and, well, I was watching YouTube to learn a lot. And then I came on YouTube to kind of meet other people, because especially as a reseller, you don't have coworkers, that do that with you. So you reach out to Facebook or YouTube to meet other people that are kind of doing what you're doing. And then you end up meeting people like I met Joy. She doesn't do what I do, but like she's so inspiring. We became friends, and yeah, it's just amazing, the connections you can make. And it adds to your life. It really does. So, and like you guys said, it was two people that kind of brought us together. So.
Right. And Backgirl made a good comment. She said, "Streaming sisters." I like that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm just reading down the chat. Please, if anybody has some questions, please ask away. The ladies are here. They blessed the panel for Bo tonight. I'm happy to see here to talk to them, and hopefully we can continue this camaraderie for future.
Yeah, for sure.
This is great.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I'm on live, I always, majority of the times if I'm not talking about anything, I always put the link in the chat. So like, come on, talk. Like it's open for anybody, because sometimes I just need that extra person to start talking because I'm like either tired or whatever. So you guys are always welcome to come in.
I know you answered this last night, but I forgot how you said it. How often? Because I know you said you do shows every night. Is there a certain time period you do the shows, or you just?
It's between 7 and 9 Eastern time, so I always give myself that cushion so I'm not rushing or ever get tired of doing it, because sometimes when you put too much pressure on yourself, you just want to give up and not do it anymore. So I give myself that little window of between 7 and 9 to go on live.
How about you, Tiffany? Do you do a live show?
Yes, she does. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
We're still working. My business keeps me so busy that I want to make more content and I want to have like a more consistent schedule. Now, I will tell you that the Shamrock Pixie and her husband, the Bargain Effect, they go live on Saturday nights, and I'll be usually on their channel. They're gracious to invite me. But, I don't have a set schedule yet. I want to get that going. But it's in the works. So stay tuned.
It's going to be all about Amazon. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Bo is back. Go ahead, Bo.
Then, y'all hear me, right? No?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was laughing at her cutting off. Tiffany was trying to say, trying to debate if she wanted to say if she actually go live or not. So, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Again, nobody actually did hop on. One question right here for you actually says, does each Steve Amazon have a link to her store?
Yeah, so that is part of like not being able to really disclose what you sell. So you can't share like your Amazon store. So I do really appreciate, the question, because I know a lot of times people want to support you. They want to go buy what you're selling. But the best way to support me is with my YouTube channel. I have a Facebook group. I have Instagram. So yeah, those are other ways you can support me. But thank you so much.
That's what's up.
I missed that. What was I saying?
Yeah.
Just started reselling. Okay. Very cool. All right. Yes. Now, they were saying that they met their partner through YouTube. So
right, yeah.
Cool.
I know Flag Mag and Miss Batgirl. So I can congratulate both of them for actually not only introducing and meeting each other, for actually taking steps to be one. So congratulations to both of them.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Shout out to Love. I recommend you guys get this book to help you on your love journey. Shameless plug.
Like, bam, you can get that plug. So again, y'all want to make sure and appreciate everybody that has came to the show. Show some love to Be the Difference and show the love to Eat Sleep Amazon. I want to thank the three gentlemen for coming on, showing their love, and actually asking the ladies. And I do appreciate everybody in the chat that actually asked the ladies some questions. The ones that either I didn't ask or J-Mac or DVD. Again, I will start my process up of actually going out and interviewing people again. We were supposed to go on at 7. I changed the time on the ladies, so I did want to tell them I apologize, but I changed it because somebody else gave me another scheduled time, which they are here now, and I'm going to have to cut the show unless J-Mac or DVD want to keep the show going and they want to actually talk to the ladies. I know Tiffany was saying she was trying to go to bed, or she was early, or she was trying to do some things I ain't know for sure she was trying to do. But again, y'all, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Do anybody else have any questions before I let the ladies go?
2 quick questions I see in the chat.
Okay.
From GoPro Donnie, he wants to ask them if they stream like us or do they use cable service?
Good question, GoPro. Good question.
That's a great question. Joy, you go first, stab.
I mean, I stream online, but I don't even watch TV anymore unless somebody else is turned on the TV. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I mean, I stream, but to be honest, I don't watch any TV. I really don't watch anything. If I do watch anything, it's to learn or it's to support my friends on YouTube. So, yeah.
Y'all hear that? I actually and I believe that it was from Batgirl. I believe she said she was going to go watch her show, but since I started interviewing the ladies, they actually liked the interview process and actually liked the questions and stuff that we asked the ladies. So I do appreciate that. Real ears must have been ringing.
She there?
What's up, Real?
What's up, Real?
Not bad, Real. It was good. Not bad.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. I had a situation I had to take care of, but I'm back. Sorry about that. What did I miss? Did I miss anything?
Well, you missed everything.
Really?
Everything. When you say everything, can you say everything?
But you know what?
Everything. They do compliments all kind of stuff at you, DVD. So you missed it. They said they ain't gonna repeat what they said, so you missed it. You got to go back and rewatch the show to see what they said.
But you know why I missed it? Because I'm short, so it goes over my head.
No, they said yesterday somebody said
No, Real. I didn't say we were not talking Real. I just said it was bad, Real.
They was talking mess, Real. Don't believe me. No,
yesterday they called you a tall midget.
Yeah. Yep, that is true.
Oh my goodness, are you gonna put up with that?
You sure can't put it down.
Victor says, Bo, quick question. What server with the 4 baby you have? I just got my pro. I'm just using my desktop right now. I haven't I got somebody else that's going to come in and do a server for me. But Victor says once they do, I'll let you know. Listen, he said what I missed.
Tech was in the bathroom the whole time.
You know he was.
Playing with his gadgets.
As usual.
Yeah, thank you. So I think I too, were you? Okay, look, Real, everybody trying to figure out where you was at.
Right.
So again, since there is no other, is it another question I missed? Yeah, no. Besides the question about Real. No? Okay, so then with that being said, Mr. Legacy, I'm going to start with you. And I'm going to ask you first. Is there anything you want to say to good people before we let them go?
Yeah, so, we're having the fantasy football draft, but Bo didn't join, so. I'm putting you on blast.
Well, put me on blast. I'm
blast.
trying to get in.
Whatever I can. I keep asking for your email. So now the draft got pushed back an hour because I had one spot open. It was on him. So thank you both. I'm giving you a hard time.
You pushed it back an hour.
It got pushed back by itself.
Oh, okay. Where you come? I've been trying to join it, but they keep telling me it's the wrong information.
Oh, whatever.
Man, I promise on everything. What you think I've been doing?
Everything, Mom.
Big King, anything you want to say to good people before I let them go?
Yeah, I do appreciate y'all coming through. I hope you guys learned a lot from Be Different Clothing and Eat Sleep Amazon. I hope you guys have learned a lot. I hope you guys know more about these two ladies. Also, make sure you guys go follow the two ladies. Make sure you grab their books, and make sure you go and try to find Tiffany on Amazon somehow, some way. Also, if you don't have Streamflix, make sure you guys get Streamflix. We just implemented music videos. So after that, y'all hear my son crying, so I do have to go. Put myself back on mute because he just cut me off. So okay, bye.
J-Mac, anything you want to say to good people before I let them go?
Just real quickly, I do want to thank everybody for coming out in the chat. Thank you for coming out and supporting my brother Bo. Thank you for supporting the beautiful ladies on the panel. And just as we see new people coming in, please, everybody subscribe to each other's channel. We can all learn from each other, and that's the real deal. So thank you all for coming out.
Okay, and then see, Mr. Legacy, I tried to sign in again. Keep telling me wrong information. So I'm gonna get off. So you let me know. You tell me why it's not letting me in. So Miss Eat Sleep Amazon, Miss Tiffany, anything you want to say to good people before I let them go?
I just want to say thanks, Bo. Thanks to all of you guys on the panel for having me on the show and, asking amazing questions. You guys really asked some great questions. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to those that came over from who know me and Joy. Thank you all so much for your support. And just everybody continue to be kind to each other, continue to network, and never stop pushing forward in life, whatever your goals are.
Hey, now, that's what's up. Be the difference. Anything you want to say to good people before I let them go?
Again, like everybody said, I appreciate you guys allowing me to be on this platform. Thank you for allowing me to have my friend come on. Thank you, Eat Sleep, for the short notice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody in the chat, thank you. I am trying to reach a goal of 1,000, so help a sister out.
Where you at? Where you at? Did you grow any today?
I'm pretty sure I did. And what I always, the motto for Be the Difference Clothing is, it's not just clothing, it's a way of life. So when you wear something like this is something that is a way of life. And it's just like things to help us think more deeply and just maybe have more compassion for each other's situations. Other than that, you can find me on all platforms. The links will be down there. And I just really appreciate everybody's support that comes into Hello World and any other thing that I do that you support. I really do appreciate it. And the more I grow, you will come with me, and just please keep me surrounded, because I need to keep good people around me. And I think I have a nice core with all of you. So all of you right here. And in there too. So I appreciate you guys.
That's what's up. Again, y'all, I appreciate everybody that came in, everybody that actually subbed and helped the ladies out. I did like stories. He said he grew 25 people. That's what's up. So I'm quite sure as well. Again, if you got something to interview, hit my email up. Hey, I need that info at gmail.com. Y'all see it. So again, I appreciate y'all showing that love to your boy. I'll leave it up for a little bit while longer. Make sure y'all get at me. If you got any questions, hit me up on my email. Also, to the interviewers, ladies, nothing but love. I appreciate both of y'all. Thanks for answering all the questions. None of y'all didn't say, I don't want to answer it, I'll pass. So I appreciate y'all for answering the questions that not just I, but the fellas in the chat as well asked. And then the ones we missed, I appreciate you guys for that. Again, as I say from the men upstairs, it's a blessing for y'all to bless my panel. I appreciate y'all coming on here and showing that love. Again, one of the sayings I say, I put it out. Come on, man. I want to receive it back. Today, I got it back from both of y'all. Y'all actually gave me some love, and I appreciate that. It reached up to 90-some people up in here. I actually appreciate that for y'all sending y'all people over this way as well. Thanks for putting a notice out there. I appreciate that. Again, y'all know, come next week, I'm gonna see who my next victim is. Come Tuesday, me and J Mac, we gonna be at it again. Come Monday, Friday, y'all know deal. Same old boss channel. You trying to see if we can get real and LJ before my show on Wednesday. Chip Jug back at it as well. Again, appreciate you guys. Much love. At the end of the day, when I got at Miss Big Difference yesterday, we said again for today's show. She said, I ain't coming by myself. I'm bringing Tiffany. So her bringing Tiffany, her bringing Eat Amazon. At the end of the day, can't nobody say from what we got today. Yeah, I said it. We needed it, y'all. That. Y'all have a good night. Deuces. We out this mother. Ha ha.